Alrighty, we'll start with a shot down the fence. Right there's 2 figs I transplanted about a month ago on the 6th, I believe it was, of May, my grandson's birthday. I remember that. And here's the fence. I need to do a little mowing. I done some reseeding the grass down here the other day, so I'm letting that grow up a little bit, kind of give them seeds maybe a chance to germinate. We've had about 40 days rain. No kidding, it did rain. We set a record here. Rain beat the record by about 2 or 4 tenths since 1925, 100 years ago almost. Here's my 12 by 15 garden update. Kentucky blue pole beans, I think it was. Blue Lake pole beans, maybe. Kentucky. I know that's what they are. They were a white bean. I planted them. I got them up here and they're climbing up about 5 feet tall so far. I picked one squash the other day off of one of these plants. I've got 2 more I've seen in there. Not quite ready. They'll be here in a day or 2. I just hoed these a couple of days ago and put a little bit of fertilizer on them. They should come alive. I'm gonna have to extend my fence on up. I don't see any blooms. I see some almost starting. They'll be blooming before long. There'll be beans on them. I'm gonna have to put a little piece of fence out here around this part to keep the deer out of them. I put a little fence around that part to keep the deer off my okra. You can't grow okra around here, they'll eat them. First 2 years I lived here, they didn't bother them. After that, they mow them down. So I have to put a fence around it. I've got 14 tomato plants in here, and I've got tomatoes hanging on them, some of them. There's a few, I think these are San Marzanos, like a Roma tomato, good for canning. There's my burgundy red okra. I've got 3 or 4 here, and I got a row of it right there. I'm going to try it and see how it does. I've got some up at the house in my other little garden. It's doing good. It's about 1 foot tall. I just planted this probably about 2 weeks ago, and I hoed around it and put a little fertilizer on it the other day, 2 or 3 days ago. So they should come alive. I put stakes up on these. I had cages for some of them, but I don't have cages for all of them. I don't have any built. They're just made out of fence, pieces of fencing. Those there, they're 4 feet tall. Got blooms on them. Got little tomatoes in them. You see them right in there, little tomatoes. I saw one down here the other day, about as big as a ball. Right down in there. That one started crawling along the ground, so I had to stake it for sure. That'd be alright. And my other little garden right up there has got some squash in it. We'll walk up there and see those. I'm fixing to pick some of those probably. I think there's about 3 ready to pick. Go up this side of the fence. There's diesel rolling. Neighbors. Yeah, about a week ago we had 2 days hard rain. We had rain every day, but this little creek, it just runs about 8 or 10 inches deep. And that thing was about 3 foot deep. It was all the way up here on this little bank. You can see where the weeds are mashed down on the other side. And it looked like chocolate milk. It was muddy. These little creek minnows. Good little water source. It stays running there in the summertime. I use it to water the little garden spot I got down here usually. I'll have to water those figs over there for sure, probably this being the first year I transplanted them. Here's a little bit of squash. Got some cucumbers, a couple of beans right here growing up this fence. But I picked some of the squash. This is I think it's straight neck squash. And I got some cucumbers. Small cucumbers growing on these. I think I got 3 plants here. There's a little cucumber right there. Got a few more scattered on it. There's some squash over there, right down in here. I like that squash. We will eat him. And these are rattlesnake pole beans. And I hoed around it the other day, 3 or 4 days ago, when I done the fertilize on the others down there. And they're starting to look pretty good already. We had a little bit of rain last night. I think the deer's already touched on them. Got a couple little bites on them. I'll have to put a little fence around that too. I'll have to do it in a day or two. They'll be eating them all to the ground. Anyway, that's my little update. 1-month-old garden spot. That one down there is about a 12 by 15. Fence is probably 15 by 15 around it. That's it. Y'all have a good day. God bless you.